boy comes home. The boy comes home, and we're not talking about Aubrey, aka Drake. The boy comes home. Man United up against Juventus. Cristiano coming back to Old Trafford. Pogba playing against his old side, and of course Pogba will be coming back home when they play the return leg at Turin Juventus. Juve are heavy favourites to win this game. Because for me, Juventus are one of the favourites to win the Champions League alongside Barcelona, alongside perhaps you could put in Man City, alongside Real Madrid. Sorry, that's a separate topic involving Cristiano, but we'll deal with that afterwards. But pertaining to this game in particular, I just wanted to just talk about the story broadly before we really get into the whole tactical nooks and crannies of how I think the team should play and how they should approach this, this should really be a big game. So even when people say, no, Juve, Man U, this is the biggest game for me, no, this isn't actually the biggest game. The biggest game is PSG. Is it that PSG now play or Inter Barcelona? But I would argue that maybe Inter Barcelona might be the biggest game, because United are not really a footballing elite team anymore. Manchester United are not a team to be feared. This isn't the Alex Ferguson days where United were an empire. No, this is a team that you would always fear. We're not in 98 or 99 anymore. We're not even in flipping 2008 or 2009 anymore. This is 2018. United are a team who are now struggling to get into the top four of the flipping Premier League. Whereas for Juventus, these are guys who have completely and totally dominated the Serie A. Champions League flops. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. But Cristiano is their gold nugget. This is the guy who they feel can unlock and give them the lead, because you've got Mandzukic, you've got Douglas Costa, Pjanic, Dybala, you've got Chiellini, you've got Bonucci coming back, you've got Emre Can. There's a lot of strength and a lot of depth within this team. Cancelo, that boy as well. So, Alexandro, this is a very formidable, tough team. Now, this is going to be a very tough team for United to face. So, obviously, they're going to be emotional. I think there's only going to be emotional whenever Cristiano comes back to Old Trafford, because this was really much where he was birthed. This was where he announced himself. Because again, just a streets kid, I was very skillful and very talented from Sporting Lisbon. No one ever knew where he could have been. Quaresma, who was always the more talented of Cristiano, he never really ended up anywhere. But Cristiano worked hard, had an amazing coach. Because Cristiano knows that, yes, as much as a lot of what he did was down to himself, Alex freaking Ferguson, that's why he looks at him as a father figure, because Ferguson coached the hell out of him and pushed him in the right direction. And it goes even deeper. Ferguson pushed him in the right direction. I feel the reason why we have the goal scorer we have today is because of Mourinho. Because Mourinho refined him and really just polished off the few rough edges. Because he was already the finished article. But Mourinho just said, no, let me just give you a little bit of an extra shine and really make you just a lethal weapon. Danny Glover, good film. So let's just go back to and focus a little bit on this game right now. So, let's look through the perspective of the home side, Man United. You've got to start with Martial, 100%, because this is a game that United have to win. They have to, if they're thinking of coming through this group, you've got to win all of your home games. You've got to win all of your home games. That is what you should do. You can maybe afford to draw against Juve, but really should be winning all of your home games. So I think Martial has to start 100%. That is very, very key. And this is one of those games where you've really got to think about what are you going to do with Lukaku. As I said again, Lukaku for me is he's a brick. He is a brick, and there are no two ways about it, and that's just a fact that we just have to just deal with that. He is a brick, will always be a brick, and that's just it. But I think even more so, Mourinho will really have to think about how to really make his team move the ball quickly. And I think a quickness is going to be needed against a very tough side, because when you're going up a side that defends so well as a team and are so well drilled, speed is the key of the game. And not really speed on a counter-attack, it's speed with how you move the ball around, and speed in movement with the ball and without the ball as well. So that's where, I'm not sure, where's Lane Lingard? Is he injured or something? I've not seen this guy for ages. But that's why you need Rashford in this game, you need Martial in this game. And So obviously Sanchez is not even in the squad, so that's fine. And maybe you think about trying to maybe move Lukaku out wide, somewhere like that, because for me, Lukaku just does not work as the central striker. So I think Mourinho has to give the much more mobility, and Mata is essential. If Mata isn't starting in this game, I want United to forfeit the game because it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of everyone's time. Mata has to play. He is the only number 10 in this team. He's the only creative man in this team, and I think he frees things up for United and he gives them ideas. Pogba cannot do the kind of role that Mata has. Mata is that number 10 dude. And for Pogba, man, he's got to really grab the game by the scruff of the neck, and I think he's got to clean his game up. You have to be better with the ball. I know you want to try things and everything, but the reality of the matter is this: you have to protect the ball. You have to protect the ball a lot better because you're the focal point midfielder. And against a team like Juventus, who you don't want to give the ball to because they will harm you, protection of the ball is key and it is paramount. So I think for Pogba, it's decision making. You have to know when you want to hold the ball up, when you want to dribble, when you want to move the ball. So you have to pick your moments to either dribble or to pass the ball. So he has to be better in his decision making. And I think defensively, United, they've got to be better because you're going to get a team that can score against you in so many ways. From the wing, in the center, far, near. So that's why I think United will lose this game because I think these defenders are not that great. They don't have good concentration, and I think that against a team like a Juventus who played until the 96th minute, your concentration levels have got to be 120%. So going to Juventus, I do think that a Douglas Costa starting would definitely be advisable. I think if Juve are looking to try and win the game, to pretty much almost book their selves into the next round, I think that they should really try and put a lot of pressure defensively on United and really put a dribbler onto like an Ashley Young or a Luke Shaw to really create situations and create mayhem very early on. But I think, Pjanic is the key man. Obviously, Cristiano is obviously the main goal scorer, and Mandzukic is going to be huge. But Pjanic is the key man because Pjanic is the guy he's the guy that plays in transition. He's the guy that transitions from midfield to attack, and he's the guy that connects and brings in Mandzukic, brings in Dybala. And also as well, Juve guys, why isn't Dybala starting? Why is this guy holding the bench? I understand why he was holding the bench in Argentina because Sampoli sniffs drugs and he sniffs glue. But why is he holding the bench for Allegri and Juventus? So Dybala has to play. He's one of Juve's best players and one of Juve's most important players. You're supposed to be building the team around dude. Okay, Cristiano is the goal scorer. Dybala is the footballer. So the footballer mixed with the goal scorer is a very potent mix. So for Juventus, I definitely think that they should. I think that they can play. Because I think if either strategy either approach they take, I think that they'll beat United. If they take the more old school, balanced, careful approach, the more pragmatic approach, I don't see them conceding. I see them controlling the game, and I see them winning 1-0 and just picking their moments, even 2-0 as well. If they play a much more aggressive game, push more men forward, really try and go at United, I think they could get 3 goals. Because this United defense is very weak. It's not very strong. And I think that whereas against Chelsea, their main point of attack was Hazard, and that was it, Juve have the great target man of Mandzukic. They have the dribbling talent of Douglas Costa. They have the evasiveness of Cristiano. They have the midfield capabilities and brains of Pjanic. They have the technical abilities and sharpness of a Dybala. There's so many ways that Juventus can cut you open. And also, that's why I say for United, they have to think about how they attack because that's a tough defense. Yes, Bonucci's level has slightly dipped. He's still a top defender, and he's on his way, and he's with his homies. And Chiellini is that dude. Chiellini is that dude. He's my guy. Chiellini is that dude. Don't mess with your boy. Don't mess with your boy Chiellini. He's one of the best defenders of all time. He's one of the best defenders for all time. So, with that being said, how do I see this game going and flowing? I see Cristiano scoring. I do see him scoring. As much as I want to try and go against the grain and say United can do something shocking, hope don't do it. Don't do it. Do I dare? Do I dare go for a United win? Just to be, because I just think that it's a very schizophrenic team, and I think if United really just, balls out, let's just go out and attack these guys. I think Rashford and Martial, I think their speed and their quickness and their cleverness could cause issues. That's for me. If United play a really attacking game, they're gonna come undone. They will come undone. Or I think that maybe they could just outshoot them. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go for 3-2 to Juventus. 3-2 to Juventus. I don't see United winning the game. I do see them getting a few goals. I think the game might be slightly open. Again, I may be wrong. But I'm going to roll with 3-2 to Juventus. I think Juve will get a few goals here because United the defense is crap. And I think this is, because Chelsea are pretty good. This is much higher level opposition that they play. And I think that this is a really bad matchup for United because it's just, I just think the kind of weapon that Juve have and just how shaking that's United defense, especially at Old Trafford. This is a bad matchup, so I see 3-2 to Juventus. I see Cristiano maybe getting 1 or 2 G's. Which is my post-match analysis after the game. Peace out, stay true. And I hope Mourinho does more of that. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.